just want to make it real clear that there is to be no inappropriate comments or disruptive comments to be made inside of this courtroom. If anybody is found to make those, they will be immediately escorted out and barred for the balance of this. All right, I just want to make that real clear. And just in case you're wondering, there are microphones all around. And so if I get a report of that, there's going to be some serious issues and serious problems. So I just kind of wanted to put that out for everybody so it's crystal clear.
Welcome back.
And right away, the judge is drawing a hard line. This courtroom is not the place for side comments, reactions, or disruptions. That warning matters because even a seemingly harmless remark can distract jurors or create an issue serious enough to affect the proceedings. But the bigger question is, what exactly happened off mic that triggered this unusually firm warning?
Well, I want to raise an issue with you, and I think it's really... No, I don't want to go to the sidebar. I really don't want to go to the sidebar.
I need to know what you're going to talk about before...
I want to tell you that they got picked up on a hot mic saying, shut her up during the playing of that autopsy.
All right.
This is not like Handmaid's Tale where you're going to tape them out.
Listen, I'm not doing that at all. I just want to find out what the issue is. There's a lot of privileged issues, and then you can tell me that, and then if it was a witness...
Yes, we get it right.
I get sidetracked by that. All right, ready for the jury?
If you could use the tool, pressing the top button there, just to highlight the area you're talking about, the abrasions on the neck.
Right here on his right side of his neck, and then in the middle of the neck, and on the left side of the neck. And this is another photograph showing a bit more closely, again, the abrasions of the neck. There's one on the front of the neck, the shorter one.
This is where courtroom procedure meets courtroom drama. If a prosecutor actually made that comment about the defendant's emotional reaction, that could raise legitimate concerns about professionalism and fairness. But if the speaker can't be identified, the judge has to be careful not to punish someone based on speculation. So what would you do here? Treat the comment as a serious courtroom violation, or wait until there's proof of exactly who said it?
Out, and it may be that we don't even know if it's prosecution that's speaking in that clip.
Well, if it was the prosecution, it was wholly inappropriate for them to make that comment. I think the defense bringing it up, it was appropriate, and the Handmaid's Tale did give us a little drama, but he also wanted it to be open. He wanted it to be out there and not for the judge to just make a determination like he later did that he's not going to have this outburst and not specific to what had happened.
Yeah, and a follow-up, Alexis, it sounded like from the judge's admonition, and he may have talked to these attorneys outside the presence of anyone, but it sounded like he wonders if it could be anyone inside of the courtroom. That's why he gave that after the jury was out, but while everyone is still in the gallery. What do you think?
I mean, I definitely think that maybe we don't have proof. Like you said, and what you've played, it's kind of unclear where it's coming from. Now, it may be that the defense was able to hear it better or see the angle that it was coming from. I don't know, but I would guess as well, Julia, that there was a conversation with counsel where he did maybe ask the prosecution, did you make that comment that was outside the jury in the courtroom? And they denied it, I'm going to assume, and then it was that instruction that nobody is to make those sort of comments.
And Dr. Banerjee, as a forensic pathologist who testifies in situations exactly like this, the reaction to it can often be emotional.
Oh, absolutely. I think there's always a warning before I testify or any autopsy photos are shown. First of all, from your experience, we whittle down the autopsy photos that are demonstrative but not gruesome, just to try to contain the shock value. It's not meant to hurt, the case. It's meant to demonstrate what I saw or my colleagues saw at autopsy and how it helped determine my point of view regarding any case I'm testifying in. But all of this is tragic and very, very emotional. So we always caution anybody in the courtroom, but you have to think about it. It's especially with children. I mean, it is just so heartbreaking. And so, I would say her reaction's proportionate, but definitely it can be distracting as well when you're trying to give sort of, measured medical opinion, balancing the blow, if you will, while the defendant is crying.
Yeah, they took a break at that time. That was yesterday.
Yes.
That was during the one medical examiner who's been on the stand so far.
Yes.
So we know the judge doesn't want distractions, and the defense will have to make that decision with the client, Alexis, as to whether or not she's going to sit through the next two autopsies, which have not been presented to this jury yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, she has the right, as we know, to sit through and hear the testimony. She has a constitutional right to be able to do that. The question is whether she wants to sit there or not. As a defense attorney, you want her there. And in reality, you want her showing, as a defense attorney, emotion and to be affected by this, especially with this type of defense. But as the prosecutor, you don't want that because you're trying to make her out to be this cold-blooded killer who has no emotion and went and intentionally murdered her children. So there is a balance in that. But I think they're going to, if I was her defense attorney, advise her to sit there, try to contain yourself, even though it's difficult and you're going to have some emotion attached to it.